Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya and I want to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you to yet another video in a new week. Now, in today's video, we are taking a look at what can you expect when it comes to your career next. And I'm so glad you people enjoy the video relating to career so much because these are my absolute favorite to make. So I'm really glad we are on the same page. Coming to selecting your pile, of course, you can pick according to the images, you can pick according to the feathers or according to one of these plates that I'm placing on top of every pile. And I just want to say this, okay? Wherever you are in your job, wherever you are in your career, wherever you are in your life, you're doing the best you can, and that is great. And I'm proud of you no matter what, just because you're trying to do better every day. Having said that, please make sure you take your time when it comes to selecting your pile. Then we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've selected pile 1, this is what you can expect for yourself when it comes to your career. We have lots of cards and we're going to start off with your tarot first. Okay. I love it, especially when in a career reading like 8 of Pentacles shows up, I'm like supremely happy. Okay, the spread is really good for you. Okay, see what I feel like, in whatever you're doing in your life, whether this is a career, whether you are a student, you are somebody who's absolutely dedicated. Like you are going to be putting in your heart and soul into your work, even moving forward. And as a result of that, I see you guys really succeeding in the future. See, understand this. You are showing up in your reading as a magician. So you have the ability to steer your career, to steer your job, your opportunities in whichever way you deem possible. So if there's somebody out there who's like looking out for a job, who's looking out for a job which involves a promotion, you are the person who's supposed to take a lead in that, because your efforts really have the backing of the universe out there. And especially right now, the timing for you is just right. Just one thing you have to be careful of when it comes to, your path ahead. Don't be discontented or don't be dissatisfied, okay? Whenever you're like, oh, this is going wrong with me or that is going wrong with me, remember, it is not what is happening to you right now, it is what you make happen. So this time, especially for you, is all about giving your efforts forward. But moving forward, I also feel like, a lot of clarity is going to be coming to you. Maybe the path ahead will make you finally understand how to do things and how to do them right, okay? That is coming through for you. But of course, extra efforts is something you are going to be putting in, and especially for a couple of you, if you take advice from somebody or if you take support from somebody in terms of doing a job well, really beautifully, that will help you a lot, because a guide or a mentor can really help you fine tune your skills and then move forward. Yeah, but I feel like moving forward, the kind of progress you're making is more than satisfactory, okay? And I really say more than satisfactory because you're heading in the right direction. There is no wrong thing here, and when you get clarity, that's amazingly beautiful for you. One thing I really have to add here is, especially if you can, do something for your ancestors, because one thing for you, pile 1, that affects your career a great deal is your ancestors. So if you keep them happy, they'll come to you with a lot of blessings. But if you ignore them sometimes, then a little bit of obstacles when it comes to your career may happen time and again for you. So please make sure, if you can, you honor them, you cherish them, and do something for them every few days is what I'm going to tell you. Let me tell you something, pile 1. Don't be in a hurry to get where you want to get, because for you, learning every bit on every part of your journey is important. See, when it comes to our work, every day we are supposed to learn something. Every month we emerge better, and that lesson, whatever you're learning from your career, needs to be imbibed in you. And as a result, that slow and steadiness will help you a great deal rather than being in a hurry to achieve your goals, okay? See, the difference between a person who's very careful in terms of learning everything, who achieves one step at a time, is much more better, because that person becomes wiser. You can just be the boss and be the most stupid person out there, but you need to be the wiser person, okay? So learn everything one step at a time and then end up victorious. Yeah, that's a firm message for you. And once again, financially, I don't really see any kind of problem for you. In fact, I feel like financially you are going to be doing really, really well, and you are going to be getting a result of all the hard work that you're putting in. Of course, you have the Four of Wands, so a promotion is likely for you in the future. Especially a raise is likely for you in the next 6 to 8 months period. Okay, that's something that I'm getting here. Okay, a loving man. Now this can be, like I mentioned, in the form of a mentor coming into life, or a teacher, or a colleague who knows much better than you do. Of course, for a couple of you, now I am just going to give you the romantic message. Meeting a potential partner, or meeting a interested party from your work situation is also likely. So workplace romance may be on the cards for you as well, but assistance from somebody is definitely playing into your life now. Okay, like I mentioned to you, you are like a shark, remember the Shark Tank, the cool people out there. You clearly have the potential to be one of those people, but remember, you have to be the leader. You cannot be the follower right now. So whatever is supposed to be happening, you are supposed to take a lead and make it happen for yourself, rather than waiting for things to come to you. Okay, so lead as a powerful and peaceful warrior. So you have to be the leader in everything. And thinker. Okay, now when it comes to your work situation, you have to be very, very careful, and you have to be very, very calculated. So this basically is telling me that you need to sit down one day and think about what you are doing in your life. Okay, what are your plans for the future? See, there are two kind of people in life, especially when it comes to your work situation. Okay, people who just go by the flow, they don't know where you're going, they don't want to where they end up 10 years from now. And there are people who think everything carefully, and you need to be one of those people who think about where they are, where they want to be, and what the best way possible can be for you. So need to be doing a lot of thinking for yourself is something that is indicated as well. Okay, and the next card also is very much in tune with this. So self-reflection for you is very important. Having the clarity about whether what I'm doing is good for me, whether this is right for me, and whether this is something that I really want to do. So self-reflection, having goals, and then moving in that direction may be something that you need to think about moving forward. Now, I'm going to give you cards from Sai Baba. Let's see what Sai Baba has to, tell us in terms of assistance. Okay, let go of your ego. It is an obstacle on your spiritual path. See, I'll tell you this, not only on your spiritual path, okay? If a person is egoistic, that works to a disadvantage even when it comes to their work situation. So this will be like somebody is trying to tell you something, somebody is trying to teach you something, and you're like, nope, I know everything, I don't want any advice. And then, that will hamper your path ahead. So please make sure you have a beginner's mind when it comes to doing everything, and surrender your ego. Yeah, that will really, really help you. Okay, Baba gives his devotees what they want in the hope that they will begin to want what he wants to give them. So I get a feeling, especially when it comes to your work, there is something that you're asking Baba for, or maybe there is something that you really want. And Baba, or any kind of spiritual master that you believe in, is actually going to answer that for you. So I believe your request for whatever you want is going to be granted very soon. But at the same time, I feel like a higher power has a certain plan for you as well, and you're very much guided in that direction as well. Okay, so once again, when somebody is telling you something, or somebody is offering you assistance, maybe it is Sai Baba offering you that assistance, and if you allow your ego to come in a way, then that teaching, that guidance will not come to you. So be a little careful of that. Okay, and you are under Baba's protection, so nothing to worry about, because your cards are anyway very good. Okay, and this is so important, this message is like so important, because your home is supposed to be a place of rest. So all of my friends who are using their homes for careers, first of all, if you can just avoid that, that will be excellent. But I do understand that that cannot happen for you right now because of, certain restrictions. But one corner for work only, and one corner, yeah. Because what happens is, when we are stressed when it comes to our careers, the rest of our home and the energies get spoiled along with that. So you need to make sure when you are at home, you're resting, and you're not working from home as much as you can. And if you are, dedicating a special corner to it only. I'm going to give you your tea leaf cards. Let's see what messages are coming. a change for the better. Okay, so once again, a change is coming when it comes to your work situation. So especially for a couple of you who may be looking out for a new job, that possibility is there for you as well, but you have to try on your own. Okay, you have to keep trying. You will receive a gift. Now of course, gift can be in the form of a promotion or a raise, or somebody at your workplace may actually give you a gift. Now guidance and advice is also one kind of a gift. Okay, that's something I believe in. Karma, okay, you will reap what you have sown. So when it comes to your karma, okay, you have to be careful. So this again speaks to me about how you deal with people around you. So maybe what you're giving to another person is what is going to be coming back into your life. So if somebody is asking you for help, make sure you are helping that person out. So maybe when you are in need for help tomorrow, that will come to you as well. So if you have a tendency to not be good to somebody or behave in a matter of ego, that is going to be coming back to you as well. Okay, but again, positively, if you've done something good, that will come to you back as well. Okay, dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. Now this person can be a co-worker or can be a boss, but your dealings with this person are going to be important for you as well. You are highly thought of. Okay, so maybe in your career, people are really going to respect you, and you're going to be somebody who's really, really well thought of. And especially if you're open to guidance, if you're open to other people's, communicating with you, then absolutely, who doesn't like a kind of person who's absolutely helpful for others, who's open to advice, who has a beginner's mind, and who does not have ego. Yeah, so once again, if you're transforming into that kind of person, definitely moving forward, you are going to be emerging into a person who's very, very well thought of and respected. But overall, this is what I have for you when it comes to your career. I see a lot of potential for you, especially if you do it right. Okay, most importantly, you need to have clarity and certain plans and be open to assistance from other people. I'll leave you here when it comes to your career with a lot of prayers for your growth and prosperity. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are your messages with regards to your career. First of all, I hope and pray you guys find a lot of success in whatever you're doing, and most importantly, you are happy doing what you're doing. That's really, really important. Okay. All right, pile 2, things are going to be moving really, really quickly for you. Okay, so especially for those of you who've not been able to meet their targets, or who have not gotten the kind of success they were hoping for, that could happen very, very quickly for you, because things are changing, things are really quickening up for you. And of course, this really goes well with the fact that a lot of things around the world are opening up. So if you're looking for a new job offer, that can happen for you as well, and really quickly. But I feel like moving forward, you are going to be taking up a lot of responsibilities. You are going to be feeling a burden of, your weight on your shoulders, or maybe a lot of, things are coming up to you together. But if you are doing that, please make sure you're delegating your work, or delegating at least one part of your work to somebody, or asking for assistance when you feel like you need that assistance. Yeah, but you're really taking up too much load. Now, I feel like financially as well, you are coming into a good time. Okay, and especially financial abundance in terms of what you've done in the past. So if you've really worked really hard in the past, that is going to be something that is going to come into your life financially now. So this can be in the form of a raise, or maybe a kind of bonus coming into life, very possible. But moving forward, I feel like if you work in groups, or if you work with other people together in harmony, the kind of success that you want may come to you much more rapidly than before. So if you're the kind of person who loves working on your own, maybe working with a team or working with harmony with other people may actually be of greater advantage to you. But things are really moving on. In fact, for a couple of you who have been looking out for a job which is at a slight distance, or job in a different city, in a different country, may actually be on the cards for you. And let me tell you something very clearly, pile 2, because this is a consistent theme for you. Your success when it comes to your work lies at a distance from you. Different country, different culture, very likely. Or even remote work, Say for example, the workplace that you really want to work in is in a different city or a country, and you're working from your home country. So look at those options, especially for people who are starting out as beginners or who are just recently graduated. But at the same time, I'll tell you, moving forward, you're going to be very busy with your life. Like, especially your work is going to call a lot of attention from you, but your home environment is also going to require your attention. So maybe your work responsibilities are there, but your home responsibilities are going to be increasing as well. So that is what I'm seeing for you. But let's get more clarity. Now, especially if you guys have some plans and if you want to, like sort of share it out with other people, right now is not the time to do that, okay? So protect things, because evil eye is something that we all suffer from. So please mention. So this is something I really want to mention to you. Be secretive about your work, be secretive about your projects. Yeah, that's really important. Having a routine for you is very important at this point of time, okay? So please make sure you're setting alarms for everything, like waking at a particular time, having your breakfast at a time, making priority for work, learning at a particular time, because if you are going to make rapid progress, having a schedule, having time bound limits to everything is going to be really important. See, otherwise what is going to happen is, you're just going to get overwhelmed with things, and we want to avoid it. So routines are exceptionally important for your future. Now, also a little bit of patience is necessary for you, because there is a possibility you get impatient sometimes, and as a result of your impatience, you get anxious at certain point of time, okay? So please make sure you're patient and focused at all point of time. So again, having your eyes on the prize and not losing focus is important as well. Okay, so if you are struggling with something, okay, gaining professional assistance may actually help you. For example, you are looking out for success in a particular profession and somebody else is already an expert with it. Seek that professional advice. Or especially for my student friends, who are not so sure about what career they want to pursue, or if you're looking out for assistance to going abroad and you're not so sure about how to do it, ask for help with it. But professional assistance with regards to your career is very important for you. See, what will make sure for you is it'll actually help you get there a lot more quickly. Yeah, and especially for you, there is a possibility that moving forward you may feel like you're entering into a territory that is not so familiar to you, especially for people who are shifting their jobs. That happens very quickly. So please make sure you are knowing deep within your heart that you are exactly where you need to be, and should you need help, help will be available to you. But a new job, a new territory is very, very likely for you. Now, one more thing that is important is you have very, very firm boundaries. So if you are working, please ensure that you're setting healthy boundaries when it comes to your work situation. Like, don't allow your work to interfere in your work situation, and don't allow your work to interfere in your home situation, okay? Don't mix these two things. They are very important. And especially when you're working, especially with a colleague, set healthy boundaries. Set what is their work and set what is your work. Don't mix those two things, because mixing those two things can be really, really detrimental to you in your future. Now, I'll give you messages from Sai Baba for your work. Okay, miracles. Okay, so things can actually happen miraculously, okay? And I see this as if something is pending. You can miraculously see things moving forward very quickly. But look out for miracles, because that could clearly be happening for you. Cure. Okay, now this is a warning relating to your health, okay? So don't overwork, especially since you're already having that card. Please, my dear piles 2, don't try and do everything on your own, because your health will suffer as a result of this. And Baba is already telling you, for those who are already struggling from ill health, please make sure you're doing some kind of job. Baba's name, any other name will help you, but please make sure you're doing some kind of job for, your health, and don't overwork. Very clear message. Okay, and if there is some kind of problem that you're facing according to your work, or if you're not getting the kind of progress that you wanted, help is at hand for you, okay? And the solution is going to become really, really quickly. Okay, and treat people equally. So it's important for you to have cordial relationships with people around you. And if you feel like somebody is, actually interfering with your work, say things kindly to other person. Like, don't get into fights with other people. And if you like, treating somebody like, oh, this person is a little bit lesser than I am. Don't do that, okay? We are all equal everywhere in the world, because in the eyes of God we are equal. Yeah, that's something you need to know. And I'm going to give you messages from your tea leaf cards to get clarity there as well. Great worry over nothing. So if you're worried about something, it's clearly over nothing, okay? Don't worry, please don't worry. Romance, celebration and party. Okay, of course the message of romance is coming on Valentine's Day. So if you are like celebrating something today, please go ahead and celebrate it, because clearly that is indicated for you. Things will not always be this way, or change is coming. So if you feel like right now things are less than satisfactory, that is going to change, but overall you are headed towards change. Okay. And this makes sense as well. So if you're entering unknown territory, or when change comes, you're like, how am I ever going to deal with it? Remember, you are exactly where you are. And sometimes, what happens is God tends to put us in places where we are supposed to learn something to become wiser. So even if that is unfamiliar to you, you will know exactly how to deal with it, because help will come to you that way. Solid foundation and success with efforts. Now this really tells me, you need to get back to the basics. Get back to the basics, because in solidifying your basics, in getting your basics clear, you will get the success that you so deserve and desire. Solid foundations are important as well. Okay, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness and understanding. So for you, a lot of what happens in your work has to do with your spiritual life as well. So please make sure when it comes to your career, you're really praying for it. Pray for it. Whatever you want, pray for it. And miracles will happen as a result of this. See, whatever you desire, what if you're in a problem, the solution you desire is going to come to you from a spiritual setup. Okay, so trust God when it comes to your career is what is coming through as well. And one more. Okay, happiness. So happiness is on the cards for you. I'll give you one more. New home or attitude. So relocation for you, and as a result of that relocation, getting a new job is also indicated for a couple of you, but a new attitude is also indicated. So for a couple of you, maybe when it comes to your career, you need to change your attitude, and you also have like this broom here. So maybe the old thoughts that you were holding on to, they need to go. That needs to be clear for your future to be clear. Okay, so internally a lot of changes are supposed to come, and again that spiritual message really makes sense. Then your attitude has to change for you to get the success that you so deserve. And remember, it's all coming from Baba especially. That's something I believe completely. But of course, two messages: new attitude, and please take care of your health and get back to the basics. Overall, that is what's in store for you for your career. It's good, okay? It's really good, especially financially is what I'm seeing here. But don't overwork. That's a clear message for you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are your messages with regards to your career. Now, we'll start with tarot. We have a lot of cards today, so stay tuned for that, especially Sai Baba's messages and your tea leaf cards. Okay, you have King of Cups, you have 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords and Page of Pentacles. Okay, first of all, moving forward, I see a lot of work related satisfaction coming into life. Okay, the image I get here is you're going to be like, oh, I'm so glad I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm really happy doing that. Okay, so that's the kind of impression I'm getting here. Of course, I also see a lot of positions coming into life. Okay, maybe your responsibilities will also increase moving forward, and people are going to be starting to respect you a great deal. Your wisdom is going to be respected, your knowledge is going to be respected, and in fact you are going to be turning into a person who's looked up to for advice or looked up to for support, especially by your juniors. Okay, that's the kind of person you're emerging when it comes to your career situation. Along with that, financially as well, I feel like a lot of rewards are coming into life. Okay, and these are rewards that are going to be significantly greater than you've enjoyed before. So maybe this can come in the form of promotion, or this could come in the form of bonus for you. Of course, for people who are especially into family businesses, could do especially great, or especially if you're not doing it right now, but you're considering it, getting into a business opportunity with family can prove to be very beneficial. And especially in the upcoming period, individual businesses can really thrive. Especially female oriented businesses, I see you guys doing really well. And of course, for people who are into like healing professions, especially, and who are into traveling professions, I see amazing kind of times coming for you. But moving forward, I also feel like you're going to be balancing a lot of your time. You are going to be giving time to your family, you're giving time to your career, because you have the time to do that. Okay, it's like something is happening in your work situation which is like giving you extra time on your hands. Okay, that is what I'm seeing. But moving forward, you're also in some kind of a double mind. Okay, you're like, okay, I've achieved so much, I am here, what next? Or maybe you have to make a choice between two things. Should I do this or should I do that? Or I also feel like moving forward, a lot of you may actually change your jobs, and this can happen in the period of next 6 to 9 months especially. And when that happens, you are going to be very confused. Yeah, and when you find yourself in that confused set of mind, take some time off, like really take some time off work, and at least I'll say this as at least 2 to 3 weeks of thinking, because clarity will come to you only after that time. Don't hurry when it comes to taking decisions, okay? But important decisions are coming on you when it comes to your career. Moving forward, I also see a lot of you going back to university or learning something extra, learning something online, because you're very curious and you're not the kind of people who are satisfied very easily. I almost get a sense like, I am here, what next? I am here, what next? There is no, settling down for you, which is a great quality, because learning is absolutely something I enjoy as well. But you're learning something, you're upgrading your skills constantly. So I will not be surprised if you take not one, but at least 2-3 certifications together in very different areas entirely. Yeah? And that is contributing to your success professionally is also what I'm seeing for you. But things look really positive, and your frame of mind is improving, especially when it comes to your work situation. Now, okay, you're taking on a lot of burdens. See, what is going to happen is, I told you already, maybe you're learning not one but more than one things together, and that is really burdening you in certain cases. Yeah, so please make sure that you're at least doing one thing after another and not doing everything together. Or if you are doing everything together, you devote certain days to doing something. Yeah, but remember, don't overburden yourself. And you're very supported. Okay, trust in the support of the universe, and honestly be gentle with yourself. See what is happening for you, pile 3. You are almost like drowning in your own expectations from yourself. It's not like people are expecting a great deal from you. They respect you, of course, but you're like, oh, I need to be this, I need to end up here. Over expectations is something that I'm seeing for you moving forward. So please be a little bit more gentle with yourself. You are going to get where you are when the time is right. The universe is supporting you, don't worry. But you are going to be meeting new people, new supportive connections especially. So of course, these are work related connections, and also some connections that you can make online. Okay, so maybe these people are doing the kind of work that you're already doing, and you are like coming together and having a good conversation with them, or they act as a support group for you. So that is very likely for you as well. Okay, you have not one but two messages in that. So see, fellow travelers, so you're going to get a lot of support when it comes to your career. This can be in the form of people you work with, or in the form of people you meet online. But especially online, a support group is something I absolutely see for you. But fellow travelers, clearly. Okay, lot of clarity is coming for you, which is amazing, because like I mentioned, you were a little bit confused at one point of time. So when that confusion happens, know that you are going to be getting the clarity that you seek. And okay, one thing that you have to be careful of is, if you're trying to do something, don't do something overly different, or don't learn something that has nothing to do with your current body of work. Follow the rules, follow the traditions, and don't deviate. And of course, if you have a tendency to take shortcuts, especially I'm talking to my student friends out there, don't take shortcuts. Follow what has already been done, take the traditional route, and you are going to be ending up where you're supposed to be. Yeah, traditional careers, no offbeat careers right now. Okay, that's something important, because moving forward, that is going to be crucial for you. You can have a hobby, of course, but stick to what you do best. That's guidance. Abundance. Okay, so financially things are looking really good for you, and that is a message from Sai Baba. So this is like divine abundance more than anything. Okay, One thing that is important for you to remember is to treat everybody with respect, and treat especially your fellow travelers with respect, and new people especially, because sometimes what happens is we don't intend for this to happen, but we are like, I know so much, I know this, I know that, and then we are like, treating somebody else as somebody who's not doesn't know as much, or if we have a tiff at work, or somebody at our workplace is not acting in a way that's according to us, then we sort of mistreat them, sometimes unintentionally. So please take care of that, because you'll just be accumulating new karma, in which we don't want. Okay, and work hard and you will be rewarded. And I feel like this is such a reassuring card, because it's almost like Baba is telling you that he's seeing everything you're doing, and he's seeing how much hard work you're doing. So when the time is right, when it is your time, he is going to be rewarding you. And look within. So whenever you need guidance, whenever you need something extra, always look within. And I feel like I want to give you one more. Okay, so if you are holding on to some kind of fear around your career, don't worry, especially for those who want to move a job, or who want to move on to entirely new career of work, you are protected, as long as it is not something drastically different, because remember, by the book, by the rules, that's important as well. I'll give you your tea leaf cards. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So especially moving when it comes to your workplace is very likely, or especially mentally, of course, again, this is like a wisdom kind of journey. So learning something new, you may be doing that, and that will leave you wiser at the end. Pay attention to your health, please. Please, like I told you, you're very likely to take up not one but more than one thing, so that may affect your health. So please make sure you're taking care of your health. And excitement, so something is going to happen that is going to be really, really exciting for you. So maybe a new job offer may come your way, or something is going to happen that is going to be making you really happy. You need to work hard, pile 3. Hard work is something you cannot escape, because again, your career is one area right now in your life that is peaking. Like maybe all your attention right now is on your work than anything else, and that is going to happen in your future as well. But work hard, okay? The time ahead is especially important to you, because I'll tell you this, when it comes to you guys, the universe is supporting you. Yeah, so right now it's like the optimum time for you to focus on your career. Do that, you'll get the rewards that you seek. On the end, respectfully, I don't know if you remember, but I told you that in the beginning, you are turning into a person, especially when it comes to your career, where people are starting to respect you. Yeah, I think this is amazing. Someone new is entering your life. Okay, now of course this can be interpreted in multiple ways. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth, I will see this as both. And older man. Okay, dealings or relationship with an older man. Of course, this can be a boss, or this could be like a mentor, somebody you respect. But your relationship with an older man is going to be important for your career. Yeah, and especially since you had new connections, so maybe a connection with an older man can be beneficial for you. He can help you when it comes to your career with advice or support. But overall, that is what I'm seeing for you, for your future, for your career. I will leave you here with a lot of prayers for your growth. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.